This video goes out to those who hit me up quite often, talking to me about the situations you guys find yourselves in, the red flags that you see and choose to not acknowledge that. And you guys cannot sit here and tell me that God did not warn you many times about what you've encountered from the person that you're dealing with, your relationship partner, friends, whoever it might be, that you decided to stick around, you decided to stay there when things were going very bad. So that's the thing. It is your guys' decision. It's everybody's decision to keep that friend, stay in that relationship, do those types of things that are of risk. That is why no matter how bad anybody gets done, it is everybody's fault who decides to stay. If you stay in something that is not good, it is your fault. So if you take damage, if things happen, it is literally your fault, and you literally have every opportunity to say no. You have every opportunity to get yourself out of that situation. You have every opportunity to cut off that friend. But some of you don't. Because you want to see the good in them. You want to do those things. And then you end up getting the shitty end of the stick. I've been there myself. I've done those things before. But I didn't continue to keep them around. You can only take a certain amount of things from somebody. You get stolen from by a friend. It's pretty severe. Regardless of the state they're in, there's no excuse for that. So sometimes it takes something very major to cut somebody off. You might have saw red flags before that. You didn't do much about it. And like I said, it is all our fault. It is their own fault for staying in things when we don't have to do it. We don't have to stay in situations that we don't want to stay in. We don't have to do that. If you guys are with somebody, or if you guys have a friend, and you feel like you're getting done dirty, you're getting done wrong, things aren't good. Things are not good whatsoever. Then you guys can leave. You guys can keep them. You guys can keep that friend around. Keep hanging out with them. Keep doing things. And I would bet my life on it that God has warned you many times about those situations, including myself, when things in the past arised. Take the hint. That would be my advice. Take the hint, see the truth in what's happening, and with your intuition, you know what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. And that's the thing. That's why I'm making this video, because some of you guys come to me, some of you guys set up calls with me, and it just blows my mind the things that you guys are willing to take when there is no light at the end of the tunnel in a lot of those situations whatsoever. A lot of you guys are just getting used. A lot of you guys are just a punching bag for the person that you're dealing with. a literal punching bag, getting smacked around from pillar to post. And you stick around. You stay right there. You stay in the fire. It does not sound good. Those situations do not sound good. So, always go with your gut. Always go with your intuition. Make decisions when you know it's the right move, when you know it's the right decision. You got to make it, bro. Regardless of the loss that you feel you're going to take from maybe not having that person anymore, or that friend anymore, or being in that situation anymore. Your livelihood depends on health. So if you're getting smacked around from pillar to post, used and abused, not cared for, not cared about, lied on, whatever's going on, you got to ask yourself if it's really worth it to stay there. You're going to see many signs. I can't tell you guys enough how many people has come to me over the years talking to me about the red flags they seen, and they continued for things to go on the way they were in hoping that things would change. Nothing changed. It broke them down worse and worse and worse. Because that's what happens, bro. That is what happens when you deal with something like that. You are going to get broken down. You are. In that situation, and you're probably not going to deal with it again. Almost everybody has to learn that lesson, including me having to have learned those lessons before. Do not ignore the red flags when there's no solution to the problem. Do not do that. Some of you guys see blatant red flags. There is no solution to those problems. There's not. There's no fixing it. That's who you're dealing with. Now, if there are solutions to problems, to issues, could be a different story. Nobody's perfect. If there are solutions, then maybe something could happen. Maybe something could take place. But for a lot of you guys are in situations, man, there ain't no damn solution. The person you're dealing with does not see an issue with what they're doing. They think it's all right. That's because they're damaged to the point of no return. That's where they're at. That's what you have to deal with. What do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to damage you. So is that what you want to happen? That is what you have to ask yourself. Is it worth it? And that is a question you guys, like I said, have to ask yourself. Because ignoring red flags, which God has shown you many times, your intuition, what the big man above is trying to tell you, some of you just have another excuse for what's going on. Oh, well, this. Oh, well, that. Oh, well, see. Oh, well, this. Until you just keep getting hit and hit and hit and hit. It's like walking into a pen with a hyena. What the do you think is going to happen? The fucking thing is going to bite you. It's all it knows how to do. That's all the hyena knows how to do. It sees you. It don't know any better. It don't know what you're going to do. All it knows is, I'm going to bite this person. Might kill you. Probably would. If you walked into a cage with a hyena, probably would. So that is the thing. You guys have to dissect your guys' situations with whatever you're dealing with whoever you're dealing with. And you got to ask yourself, do I stay? Do I go? What do I do? Depends on the situation. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, what not to do. Tell me what's going on, and maybe I could tell you what to do, but like I said, it depends on the situation itself. Is there solutions? That's the main question. And if there is, you're going to want to see improvements over time, which, you're going to want to see. And if it doesn't improve, then you got your answer. And even then, you're taking a risk because nothing's guaranteed in this life. You don't know what somebody else is going to do. All we know is what we're going to do. That's all we know. All we know is what we're going to do, what type of actions we're going to take, how we're going to get up and conquer life, how we're going to get up and conquer the day. I suggest developing a very close relationship with God. Do not depend on people. Do not do that. Depend on God. Depend on heaven's power from something other than a different human being. That is how I conquered life. I didn't look to parents. I didn't look to friends to save me. I didn't look to anybody to do those types of things. I conquered life. Okay. This is what we have to deal with. This is what we're going to do. You get up every day, you fight. You get up every day, you give yourself a chance. You take no action, what kind of result do you think you're going to get? Not a good one. It's a literal fight. It's literally forcing yourself to level up. It's forcing yourself to do shit your mind is telling you, I don't want to do. Don't matter. You ain't gonna die if you do it. I'll tell you that right now. You're not gonna die. But you might if you don't do it. You see how that works? You have to take action regardless. And be serious about it. That's the only thing that's going to change anything. That is what God will give you the power to do. But you have to listen to God and do not listen to, things around you that's going to keep you weak. God is the strength that you need. God is the strength that we all need. We don't have to get it from other people around us. I don't got to look around me and get empowered by other people. I can empower myself. I can get up, whether I'm sick, sad, mad, glad, bad, it don't matter. I can get up with my 2 feet and a heartbeat, and I can make myself do some shit. That is what you guys have to do. It's what everybody has to do. You gotta force yourself to eat when you don't want to eat. You gotta force yourself to drink when you don't want to drink. You gotta force yourself to get up and exercise and be fit when you don't even want to do it. You just do it. You're not gonna die, but you might if you don't. People have downwards. There's a such thing in life, guys. It's called a downward spiral. There's also such thing as an upward spiral. If you want to have an upward spiral, get yourself up. Force yourself up. Force yourself to fight. Move. Eat, drink, move. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Just move, move, move. The more still you are, the more pain you're going to feel. You move physically, you ease the pain mentally. That's what exercise is for. That's why it's so damn good. Sports, it's the same thing. You're in the zone, you're moving physically, you're doing what you're supposed to do. The body isn't meant to just all day. That's not what the body is meant to do. Our bodies are meant to move. Our bodies are capable of lots of things. That's what we're supposed to do. You don't expect to feel right, because you're not going to. No one on earth feels like getting up and getting after it every day. Nobody. But you have to do something. You have to find a way. Quit the excuses. Give yourself a fighting shot. Move. Get up. Conquer. That's what it takes. It's either going to be a one day or it's going to be day one. So there's a huge difference in this, and I'll explain what the difference is. One day I will do this. Okay. That may never happen. Or day one. I'm going to do it today because I know I have to do this because it's going to make my life great again. Like Donald Trump will make your life great again. That's what has to happen. You know what? One day I will leave this toxic situation. I will leave this toxic, abusive friend that I have, but I keep him around, or I keep her around, because I don't want to be alone. One day I might leave them. Oh my God, one day. Or day one. I'm leaving them today. This is not good for me. This dude stole from me. Nah, we ain't friends no more, bro. We ain't friends no more. That's done. That ship has sailed. I'm moving on. You guys see what's going on here, right? Nothing in your life will change unless you force yourself to change. That's how we do it. I force myself to go to the gym. And it's not like there's this big burden on my head where it's like, oh my God, I don't want to go to the gym. No. There might be days you don't want to go more than others. I choose to do it. It doesn't matter how I feel. I can choose to do it. It's done. It's written. I'm going. It don't matter. I'm going. Oh, well, how do I feel today? Sitting around thinking about how you feel about going. Oh, how do I feel? Should I do? That's slow. Slow. No, I'm going today. I already made my mind up. I'm going. And that's it. It's really that simple. But some of you make things far too hard, and I'm obviously using this as an example. This could go towards anything. But we are the ones that have to change things. By the decisions we make, it literally shapes our life. I had a decision to start a YouTube channel in 2019 in September, a few months before COVID. I made that decision. I knew I was going to do it since about May or June. Saved up enough money, bought some equipment, a laptop, camera setup, things of that nature. Practiced for a little bit. I practiced for like a day, and the next day shot the first video. Ever since, I shot videos every day pretty much. That was the choice. One day I'll do it, or day one. That's the difference. Even let's say in May or June when I knew I was going to do what I was going to do. I would have done it right then and there, but I didn't have the funds at the time to buy the things I needed to start. So I wasn't even procrastinating it. The second I had the stuff, I started. Didn't wait, started. And it wasn't easy. It was challenging. It was harder than I thought it was going to be. But over time, you do it so many times and you get more used to it. You get better at it. So it's like anything. At first, it's going to be new. At first, your mind, like when you do something new, bro, it's a challenge. You're not used to it. Your mind, like it's out of your comfort zone. It's different. But that's where the force comes into play. You got to force yourself to do it. Those are where all the results are at. Some people's better than others at doing it, but you have to do it. That's the only way you're going to see any change in your life. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the video for tonight. Last thing, don't ignore red flags. But at the end of the day, you're going to make the choices and the decisions that you're going to make in whatever situations you guys find yourself in. So, regardless of what happens, it's your fault. It's all of our fault. Because we choose who we have around, who we don't. Who we hang with, who we don't. Who we do things with, who we don't. We can be by ourselves. We can do whatever we want. So our decisions, it's on us. If things go sour, if things go bad, it's on us. If we marry the wrong person, it's on us. If we marry the wrong person, later down the line, divorce, lose our shit, it's our fault. Because we done it. They didn't force us to do it. And I'm just using this as an example once again. They didn't force us to do it. We made the choice to do it. We done it. So we all have a choice. If we make that choice and things come back to bite us, we got to take that fault. We got to take that accountability and we press it forward. We learn from it and we grow from it. So that is it. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.